All right, Aquarius, welcome or welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica, and this is your Mercury Retrograde Tarot and Oracle reading. We're also covering the pre and post shadow period. So we're jumping in here with the power of surrender. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Awesome. Okay, let's get another one from here. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as is will bring you peace. Okay, some big messages here. Okay, let's go over here to the Quantum Oracle. What else do we have for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. I was just picturing a shopping mall, like a carefree stroll through a shopping mall for some reason. All right, shall we take these? Okay, we have Healing Light. We have a spirit card, the Healing Light. Okay, so there's healing coming your way in every way. Body, mind, spirit, even to finances. And we have a cycle card, status quo. Okay, yeah, so surrender to what is. Surrender to the status quo. This is what it is. If I accept this, life will be more peaceful. I can then make any decisions I need to make based on the facts, okay? And as far as surrendering fear goes, know that healing angelic light is here. Your guides and angels are with you. Oops. Let's see what we have with the Everyday Witch Tarot. What else do we have for Aquarius? What else? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this could have to do with surrendering fears, fear of the unknown, okay? And cutting through those fears, just deciding that that's no way to live, like being fearful of everything. And I think you're freaking yourself out about something. It's time to give yourself some mental peace and clarity too. So the mental clarity comes from, facing facts, right? Well, these are the facts. I'm not going to go around being afraid of all of these things that go bump in the night if I just look at what is before me. So you may have not wanted to find out the truth about something, but finding out the truth is much better, because then you're not worried about it anymore, or making movies in your mind about it that are so much worse than what actually is. Okay, so status quo. Oh my gosh, here we go. The need for mental rest is being clarified by the Four of Swords. The need for mental and physical rest. Okay, that's going to bring you so much peace. Too much thinking. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. And then we'll get some tea leaf. So the Knight of Swords is being clarified by the Six of Cups. So this is a friendly exchange here. I think is going to bring you some peace. You might run into someone who brings you back down to earth, gets you out of this like cycle in your mind of worry and fear and what ifs. So we're getting out of what ifs to surrendering to what is. Okay, and the Four of Swords is being clarified by the Ace of Cups, which is a very peaceful and abundant energy. So that's really awesome. So we have surrender fear, the healing light, and the Knight of Swords with the Six of Cups. So this could be an old friend you're running into, or someone, it might not be an old friend, but someone you have a soul connection with. And it could be someone you only know temporarily, but you have a nice interaction with one another. You could literally be shopping for flowers, and this person that works there is like, oh, hey, here's a nice, beautiful one. See how it has so many new buds on it that are still waiting to bloom. And for some reason, that moment with that person brings you peace. You're not so worried about all that stuff that's been racing through your mind anymore. So I think somebody might be meeting someone important during this time period. And being with that person brings you peace, but also you bring them peace too. And that might be surprising to you because you've been feeling kind of chaotic. Okay, surrender to what is with status quo is being clarified by the Four of Swords and the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, the witch on this card is holding this beautiful chalice that is overflowing with abundance, with love, with, you know, finances being, you know, financial flow. I want to say financial flow, like everything's okay. There's the two doves up here, which can symbolize love. And I'm also getting freedom from a lot of worries, but you got to get out of your head. I think a lot of you need to sleep. So if you've had too much caffeine during the day, that might not enable you to sleep well at night. Like everybody's different, right? Like I used to know someone who would drink coffee before bed and sleep just fine. That's not the norm, but my point is everybody's different. But the Ace of Cups is a very peaceful energy, and so is the Four of Swords. So it's time to like get out of your head with worry, find a way to get proper sleep in a healthy way, and during your waking hours, you know, you might look more like this, right? Like she, look at her feet, she's peaceful. Okay, let's see, there's something else. Yeah, there's extra. There's leftover of something, okay? There's extras, there's leftover. Okay, so let's get some tea leaf. What else for Aquarius? All right, we have the Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Okay, so that might be what you're afraid of. Like, I'm never going to find love, or I'm never going to have financial security, or, you know, make my dreams come true, or whatever. But that's not so, because beautiful, peaceful energy is coming in here. It has a lot to do with acceptance. So it might be like, okay, I accept this person is not the person to share my future with. I have to accept that. I'm not going to try and force this. Or I accept that this is not the career for me, or this particular job is not the job for me. I wouldn't say go changing any of that right now until Mercury goes direct, or even after the post shadow, but maybe contemplate these things during this time period. We have Wishbone. That's awesome. It says a wish is granted. Let's get the other half of this deck. A wish is granted. What have you been wishing for? Okay, we have the Horseshoe. This is beautiful. Good luck. So we have two symbols of good luck here, okay? We have the Horseshoe and the Wishbone. I think there's going to be divine timing in crossing paths with an important person. Bird flying, news on the way, and to me this means good news. Good news on the way. It's unexpected, and whatever this is definitely brings you peace. I think there's a gift coming your way too. I think some of you are going to be like, oh my gosh, this was a gift from God. Okay, so something happens, something changes, and you're so relieved. It brings you great relief. All right, Aquarius, thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.